A lot of times these humanitarian projects come about in very unique ways. Peter Shrimpton is a contact that was made through Journeyman International and was introduced to LSW. He's a complete businessman with a big heart. He basically just has all these models in play and has big ideas to spread them throughout South Africa. Heartland's basically a vision that Peter Shrimpton had to create this vocational village and implement it throughout sites of South Africa.
Part of the beauty of Heartland is Peter's vision and mission, and you understand the impact that a design can have in one of those third world nations and just how much can be done just by creating a space.
It's a small village of micro homes, agricultural tunnels, and basically he takes in the community to teach them agricultural practices, business models, and in turn gives them a healthy, sustainable way of providing food for their family. Aquaponics, more efficient ways to farm. It was a humbling experience to be able to go into these townships and see how the community is living. And 50% of that community is under the age of 13, and there's thousands and thousands. These townships stretch for miles.
Township citizens don't have the opportunities that we have here or even that many people have there. And so what he's doing in terms of providing an economic resource through agricultural training is quite simply life-changing there.
I mean, not only are they feeding their families, but they're selling these crops to the other local communities. It's the whole teach someone to fish as opposed to giving them a fish, you know? They can provide for themselves and others.
It's giving them a way to make money, it's giving them a source of fresh food, and those are two things that many, many people in those townships don't have.
South Africa is a really unique site. It's a high tourist destination. However, it has one of the top 5 largest slums of the world. So it's a really weird parallel. I think the vision is to just implement these micro homes and these agricultural tunnels for them to be able to feed their family. He has projected maybe 20 to 25 of these vocational villages throughout sites in South Africa.
It's just inspiring to see what relatively little effort we can provide this massive difference somewhere else.
LSW takes in high school students as part of design commission here, and we teach them basics of architecture, and we give them a real project to work on, one of which was Heartland.
We actually gave it to him without a site plan, knowing that his intention was to replicate this on many different sites. And so part of our design challenge was to come up with something that would be easily replicated on many different applications.
They really dove into the culture of South Africa, and they got a really in-depth understanding of it. So their concepts were really well thought out.
For them to be able to realize the impact that they can have in designing something, their decisions were affecting reality. It gives them an opportunity to play a role in the community in terms of the future of Vancouver and the world. And we've kind of developed this really great relationship where we're getting the youth of Vancouver to produce ideas for the decision makers in our community. And that's giving the students, encouragement that their ideas matter and that they can play a role in the future of this community, and it's giving the city basically a free resource in terms of creative thinking and a quick and easy way to get really cool ideas out for what Vancouver could become.
I didn't realize any of this was possible beforehand. I was just kind of naive to the fact, but once it was introduced to me, that passion grew, and seeing that LSW has that passion as well just is an amazing way to keep it going.
It kind of humbles you and gives you a better perspective on life, but it also gives you kind of a refresh button. It keeps you inspired, it keeps you energized, it keeps you focused so that when you come back, not only do you have this great world perspective, but you're ready to hit the ground running and make a difference in your own community after you've been out and seen those other ones around the world.
I think there's a space for everybody to be involved in this type of work.